What is going on, lovely warriors and farmers of Tamaris? Welcome back to another Call of Dragons video. In today's episode, I'm gonna show you guys the ultimate guide for the ice lizard in the game. I'm gonna show you some awesome tips and tricks that you can use with this wonderful pet to destroy your enemies in the open field. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet already. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, leave some comments down below. Let's get this party started. Alright, warriors of Tamaris, there are so many awesome pets in Call of Dragons and the ice lizard is going to be one of them. Today I'm going to show you pretty much everything you need to know about this awesome war pet. We're going to begin with the skills of the ice lizard. It is called the ICECORE. It can do two things. It can do a damage factor of 30 and it can put a freeze effect on an enemy, reducing their march speed by 15% for 3 seconds. The attack range is going to be very far, which means this ice lizard is going to be very useful with mages in the game. And there is one mage in particular. It is going to be Awakened Velin. Let us see the skills of this awesome lizard and see what it's all about. It says, summons ice orbs that follow the target legion whenever a hero casts a rage skill. Ice orbs deal continuous damage to up to 1 nearby enemy legions for 3 seconds. Now the damage factor is going to be 30. And then it also says damaged legions are frozen. March speed minus 15% for 3 seconds. This is what you need to trigger the awakening skill of Velin in the game. Let us check that out. We go to the hero section. We find Velin. I have him awakened already. And it says Snow Blind. When casting a rage skill on a target that is frozen. You guys see the keyword here. This is what the ice lizard has. Velin deals additional hero skill damage, magic damage factor 400 and removes the target's frozen effect. Therefore, if you have an awakened Velin with you, the ice lizard is the way to go. Today I'm going to show you guys how to build the ice lizard. Now in the past, people would put Mr. Walder as the primary hero, that way he can freeze the opponent, and then Velin comes in from behind and do the damage with the Snow Blind. Right now, you don't need to pair Velin with Walder anymore. You can keep Velin with Lilia and then just equip the ice lizard and you will see the magic happen in the open field. Before we get started with the skills of this ice lizard, let us talk a little bit about something. Somebody commented on one of my videos and said, the ice lizard ICECORE is going to slow down the rage skill of your heroes. So that is something we're going to test first before we get these skills going. So right now I'm going to bring out Lilia and Velin and then test that theory out for you guys. Preset number 1, we have Lilia, we have Celestials, we have the ice lizard right here with the level 0 ICECORE. So we're going to bring them out and then we're going to hit some Darkling. Here is a level 25 Darkling. Let's go and smash it. I already did this test before and I found out that the ICECORE is going to slow your rage skill by 2 seconds every single time. Now I feel like this is going to be a glitch. Hopefully the game developers can fix it in the future unless they intended for it to work this way. And that's going to suck. So when you pay attention, you can see that whenever Lilia gets a full rage, the lizard shows up and then it does 2 ICECOREs to the enemy and then Lilia does her rage skill. As you can see here, the lizard shows up. Now Lilia is going to get up to do her rage skill. It is 2 seconds late. Now it's full. Lilia is not doing it. The lizard shows up and then Lilia shows up 2 seconds later. You're going to see this happen in the report. I feel like the game developers need to fix this unless they intended for the ice lizard to work that way. So I'm going to bring Lilia back and then we check out the report. Then we go and build this ice lizard the correct way. Okay, we're going to go to the battle log and then we scroll down. So the first time we filled our rage was on the 12th second. So this was the moment when Lilia was supposed to do her rage skill. But as you can see here, the ICECORE triggered the first second, the second, and then on the 3rd second, that is when Lilia decided to do the boiling blood rage skill. And that was 2 seconds late. Hopefully the game developers can do something about this and fix it, because the rage skill should happen on the first time the ICECORE is cast. So let's scroll to the bottom and see that again. Now you can see here again, second rage skill should have happened on the 22nd second, but the ICECORE delayed it by 2 seconds. Hopefully the game developers can fix this in the near future, because that's not going to be so much fun. Now the reason you pair Velen with the ICECORE is because, as you can see here, this is the skill damage of Velen, and the ICECORE was triggered here, which means it's going to give Velen the chance to do the Snow Blind skill. As you can see here, the Snow Blind, it was activated. Now in the past, you would have to depend on Icy Interdiction to do the Snow Blind skill for Velen. This skill right here, Icy Interdiction. When in battle, Velen has a 20% chance to inflict magic defense break and freeze on the target. So this is what you needed to activate the skill damage. But with the Ice Lizard, you mitigate that problem. I think 90% of the time you will be triggering the Snow Blind effect right away. With that out of the way, let us see what skills you can add to your Ice Lizard and make it very, very useful in the open field. Now, if you have an awakened Velen, you go with the Ice Lizard. If your Velen is not awakened, you might want to try the Sapphire Frederick instead. For now, we're going to be working with the 1-star Ice Lizard, which does damage factor of 49, minus 15% freezing for 3 seconds. So we hit the skills and see what we can add here. So first of all, you might want to boost the ICECORE. There are a few skills that you can add to boost it. You have the Forceful ICECORE. You can add this one to get plus 2.9% more damage. That would be the second intelligence ability. We only have room for one. But here you have two very good skills. You have crit damage plus 3.6% when Legion deals magic warped skill damage. And you have Ball from the Blue. Legion magic attack plus 0.3%. Now you can only fit 3 intelligence. So right now I'm going to tell you something. These warpeds don't really do a lot of damage at 1 star. Maybe in the late game when you can capture 5-star warpeds, then it will be a good idea to use things like the Forceful ICECORE. But for right now, you should use other skills that are going to help your heroes right away. And Bolt from the Blue is one of the skills that you need to add on your warped. Increase your magic attack by 0.3%. So that would go here, number 2, Bolt from the Blue. You have this one right here as well, known as the Light's Guidance. Crit rate plus 0.4% when Legion deals magic hero skill damage. This is something that you need on your warped. Another very important skill that you must have on your warped is going to be the follow-up. So basically you have one ICECORE, which is intelligence. The second one is going to be follow-up, which is intelligence. And then the third one that I recommend would be this one right here, which is Bolt from the Blue. Or you have another option. At the end of the season, there is the Split ICECORE. Let's see. Perfect. So the Split ICECORE is going to add another target and make you do damage to 2 heroes. So basically this one works with Spirit. So you can put one intelligence of ICECORE. The second one is follow-up. The third one, maybe you might want to go with Bolt from the Blue. So now you have filled up like 4 spots already. And then you have this one, Light's Guidance, which is number 5. Increase your crit rate, get 1 or 2 stars. That should be great. And then you have this one, Enemy Legion Defense Penetration. This is another good one you should have on your Ice Lizard. As you guys know, mages have the highest magic defense in the whole game. And when you fight in the open field, you're going to be fighting a lot of mages. If you can mitigate their defense, that is going to be very, very good. So these are some of the cool skills that you can add on your warped. Now there are others. You have Interruption right here. This is another skill that you should have on your warped. You're going to prevent your enemies from using their warped skills, which can be very good for you. Now there is another counter for this skill. What is it called? Let me see if I can find it. It is right here, Dauntless. Unfortunately, it uses intelligence, We already have all the intelligence, so you don't need that. This one uses luck. You can add it because you only have 1 luck right here. What else can you add? There is one more skill that you should pay attention to, and that is the outburst of rage. This one is going to use intelligence, and you're going to have room for it. 10% chance to gain an extra 7 rage every second. If you find a higher level, that's going to be awesome. At the end of the season, if you don't really know what to buy from the compendium, let me show you what you should get. You should definitely go for the outburst of rage because that's going to be very, very useful. So when we go to the season, we hit the season rewards, and then we go over here. You can only buy 1 item from here. If you scroll down, you can see a level 3 outburst of rage. Now this one, you don't need to capture the dragon to get it. Anybody can buy this. It is on this Conqueror compendium. So this is something you might want to pick up at the end of the season. I personally, I will be going for this thing right here because I can use it on any war pet that I want. I'm not going to use it on any of these guys. Maybe the Feral Exuberance, if it was here, I would have tried it, but that's not here. So this is the best way to go. At the end of the season, try and get this and you can put it on any war pet that you want. It is going to be awesome. I think I have covered pretty much everything that you need for your ice lizard in the game. Let's do a quick summary and see what you should put. So you have ICECORE, which is 1 intelligence. You have follow up, which is the 2nd intelligence. And then the 3rd one, I recommended bolt from the blue, increase your magic attack. I did not recommend the forceful ICECORE because these pets don't do a lot of damage at this moment. Maybe in the late game when we have like 5-star war pet or 3-star war pet, then you might want to try using forceful ICECORE. But for now, we're going to keep that out. So the number 1 is ICECORE, you have it. Number 2, you're going to have follow up. These 2 stay together. You should not take either one of them out. The 3rd one, bolt from the blue. Now with that out of the way, you're going to add Light's Guidance. This is going to be number 4 on the war pet skills. And then once you've added this one, what did I recommend? I recommended this one right here, the Shield Breaker. Mages have a powerful magic defense. If you can break that, that is going to work well for you. You also have Interruption, which is something you can use to punish your enemies. Like you can slow down their war pet skill trigger, which is going to be very, very good for you. Now you can also add other skills if you want. At the end of the season, you might want to pick up the Outburst of Rage level 3 because if you give this thing to the ICECORE and use it with Lilia and Velin, you are going to be destroying so many people in the open field. I think that's going to work really, really well. You can also think about the Split ICECORE. Where is it? Split ICECORE is right here. This one uses Spirit. You should also add this one to your war pet. Hopefully you can capture this one like from a war pet level 25. I wouldn't recommend buying it from the store. You want to buy this Outburst of Rage, which is probably the best because you might change your mind and then put it on another war pet instead. So this is the way to go. And I think I have covered pretty much everything. Hopefully the game developers fix the rage skill of the hero and the war pet and make them trigger together at the same time. Other than that, this war pet is awesome. Use it with Lilia and Velin and you will be doing so much damage to your enemies. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know down below how you would build this pet. What do you think of the build that I just showed you? Until then, talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye for now.